Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown. That's Ryan, and
Hey, y'all.
that's Tim.
Hello.
And this is State of Atlanta. I don't have a lot of energy this week, guys. The energy I do have is: have you guys seen these Bud Light Falcons cans? Not a sponsor, dude. These things are freaking awesome.
I feel like last week you showed us that.
Oh, okay. Well, I
You
was
might
drinking
have.
last
Cool.
week, so
They are rad. And are the Falcons good this year? Because that would be even more rad.
Ow. No, dude. The, here's the answer, Ryan. If I'm a fan of the team, they're not good. That's just
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah. So Texas State having an off year too.
So we should be becoming
I
big
did.
fans of JMU, right?
I did comment on somebody's Texas State Twitter. I said Twitter thing today.
You're having a good night, aren't you? Slipping into your boomerisms.
I don't understand. I don't understand the Sun Belt hate that's being given to Texas State for leaving for the Pac. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. There's not a single school in the Sun Belt that would have turned down that invite.
We
I
would.
don't care if you.
We would.
No, we wouldn't. Well, but
It depends.
Should turn down that invite. We've already turned down other invites to better conferences because that requires work and effort and money. But I would say should turn down that invite. I think that anybody would have taken it. Granted, East Coast schools.
It's an understandable decision to make for sure. Like I'm not mad at him. Like I get it. I get getting out of the Sun Belt. Like I get that. I understand that with every fiber of my being.
Our little prima donna best program in the entire conference, Jimmy Madison, if they were invited to the Pac, they're not going to go because of travel. What is it? An extra 45 minutes in flight compared to flying from San Marcos? Whatever. That's nothing.
Give or take, yeah.
Yep.
We're already flying our teams everywhere, and they've got more money than God because I think they actually charge him a student fee as well. I'm not positive on that. No, they're just grants. No, they don't charge him. It's just grants.
right.
But whatever. I didn't mean I had zero interest in talking about Texas State today, but you guys brought it up. And you know that's my fire, that's my passion. So
I just want to say that all I did was say like the words Texas and State, and you just took it. You just took it away.
I did literally in my State of Atlanta scrolling on Twitter. Something came up, and this Texas State fan was like, "I don't understand the Sun Belt hate," and so I commented for my personal Twitter account. I'm like, I don't get it either. Like everyone would have taken this job. All right, anyhow, we'll move on. Not that I want to.
Do we have to?
Can we just like call the episode now? I'm like, join the Patreon, and we'll talk to you next week. Is that good?
I think there's important things to talk about.
All right,
do we
Ryan,
have to?
What you got?
Yeah. Give us a recap of the weekend.
Well, guys, we lost. Nah, just kidding. I mean, we definitely
was it
did
bad?
lose. I'm not kidding about that. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. There was a couple of bright points. Cam Brown started, and I do feel like that showed. I feel like everything I saw was like that was the right decision, right? Like our offense still actually like clicked a lot better than it typically does. We still had, just a shit ton of penalties, but that's our team. We just have a lot of penalties
again.
And probably cost us the game.
Killed us absolutely again.
And then I was actually I didn't realize, I watched us and I thought we played very poorly the entire game, but I didn't really realize until I went back and looked at the box score that we were winning into the third quarter and then let them score 3 times in the fourth quarter for like no good reason. That to me is confusing. I don't really remember that even happening, but I might have been just drunk as shit. I don't know.
I think it's definitely one of those games where the score is no way indicative to how the game was played. I agree that we did not play a solid game. Obviously, we lost. There's no way you play a solid game and lose a game like that. But it kind of got out of hand, like out of nowhere. It was a little back and forth. We were scoring. We kind of were kind of owning the game for a good bit, and then when it became obvious that we were going to lose, boom,
wheels fell.
We were losing, and historic fashion. Tim, what do you got?
I mean, they're not a good team. We're not a good team. Apparently, we're worse than they are somehow. I felt like,
We were on Saturday.
well, I mean, they're a bad team too, even though they won, right? Both teams know we're not. Neither team is good. We just, I don't know, the amount of penalties. We set a record maybe on Saturday or something. Like, I felt like every time we tried to do anything, any positive momentum, we had penalties.
Yeah.
A
What was it?
good kick return penalty.
I think the first 3 kickoffs, whether we were kicking or they were kicking, we had a penalty.
Right. Just undisciplined football.
What the hell?
Right.
You bring in a guy like Del McGee, and he's like this just veteran, seasoned coordinator, assistant coach, head coach at the high school level, interim head coach at the Trash Down South level. And you bring in something like that, and you're like, all right, well, this pedigree is someone that brings the fundamentals to the game. And at least we'll know. We may not win games, but at least we know we were not going to be making dumb mistakes. And we've been making dumb mistakes.
It would be
All
one
season long.
thing. Yeah, but it'd be one thing, like, we're making just procedural penalties all over the place. It'd be one thing if, like, there's, I don't know, a face mask or something. Like, that's just in the heat of the moment of chasing after the quarterback. We're just making dumb penalties, just false start, ineligible receiver. Like, it just kept coming.
Wasn't there a illegal formation like there in the
Yeah,
first
we had
quarter or
that.
something like that?
Yep, we did. We had that too on a positive play.
How do you have illegal form? I don't even know what that penalty means, to be honest with you. But like when you practice
Whether
and your offensive
people are on the line
coordinator
or not,
sets
like,
up,
really,
what your stance is going to be.
Right?
I cut off. I'm
Ryan,
sorry,
you're
I cut out. I
you're
cut out a
cutting
little
out on
bit.
something there, but I just don't get how you can have these types of things and not in this game. Like this is the game we all knew it. We talked about it all off season. This is the game that we've gotta bring our best, and it's a must win game. So oh dang, Ryan just dropped a F
I mean,
out.
I would run away from losing to TDS, so I don't blame him. To you, yeah, I
Man,
don't know.
it
Like,
was
that's what stood out
frustrating.
for me.
And the bad part about it is, man, I take my sports team so personally. I've gotten a lot better. My wife got really mad at me, like years and years before we were married, because of like how bad of an attitude I had during
After a
games and or
loss,
after
yeah.
games or whatever. And so I've prided myself on actually like rectifying that and like, you know what? Hey man, when the Falcons blew the Super Bowl, I was like, well, that's what Falcons do. Hey, whatever.
No,
But still, when it comes to this game, when it comes to State versus that Trash Town South, I find myself yelling at my kids more. Like, Daddy's trying to watch this one game. Just get the hell, shut up.
I know your mom. I don't know. I mean,
All right. On a positive, Cam Brown
yes,
started and played the game.
he was great.
That's what I wanted. I wanted Cam Brown to start the game, and I want him to play the game. And I don't care that we lost. I think it was the right call, and I want him to start and play this week as well. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. And guess what? He's the only quarterback that played, which is amazing.
Exactly.
We didn't play any other quarterback in the entire game. And I think it'll be good for Cam to play this week against South Alabama, another bad team. To
They're
like get
favored by
his
6.5. They're
I
favored by
know.
6.5 here in Atlanta.
I know. They're a bad team too. They're better than Southern, but they're a bad team. But this is good practice for him. I mean, look, the season's kind of it's falling apart, right? So if we want to win some
The season
games,
is not officially over until our next loss.
Okay. Well,
because
we could win.
If this game against South Bama, whoever, because we're the worst placed team in the East. They're the worst placed team in the West.
Someone's got to win.
Whichever team loses this game is officially bowl ineligible.
We don't want to be that.
We are now. We've got to go on a 5-game win streak to be bowl eligible, which is the minimum. That's the floor of the program, right? We say that before the season starts. Floor of the program is bowl eligibility. Get to the bowl, whether you win or lose. You got to get to a bowl game, right? And
I mean, that's
this game defines
the bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it'll be good for Cam Brown to play, to get another game against a subpar Sunbelt team, right? He hasn't been able to start. He hasn't been able to play a full game until he played TDS, and they're not very good. He looked pretty good. So let's get him another confidence booster with South Alabama going into the next game.
It was clearly not the problem.
Yeah, he, if I'm not mistaken, 0 penalties were on Cam Brown.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I don't recall any penalties on Cam Brown.
I think one of the problems we had is he also led in rushing. You don't want that.
What was frustrating to me is, again, I watched the press conference for the third week in a row.
Wow, Ryan.
I know.
Hey,
I know.
We're not sponsored by Adderall, but we should be because it's making Ryan
The funny thing is, I wasn't even on it today. I was missing my prescription today.
Ooh.
No, but the coach talked about the crowd noise for the penalties, and I'm like, guys, it's Paulson.
Come on,
it's not crowd noise. This isn't like you're in Sanford. This isn't like you're in Bryant-Denny. Like this is this is Paulson. I've been drinking for a long time today. It's not that loud, and also like y'all have been penalty crazy for the whole season in all kinds of different environments, whether there was any crowd noise or not, because whether you played at at Center Park or somewhere else, you were committing penalties. So
I don't want to hear that.
This isn't the problem.
I don't want to hear that. What is it when when was it when the Falcons were playing like Steelers or Green Bay or something like that? They literally brought in like jet engines into Flowery Branch to
It's not that loud.
Blow.
Right.
Just for the team to be able to try to communicate on field. All right, it's Paulson Stadium. Come on. All you got to, the only thing to worry about hearing is like stepbrothers and stepsisters going at it the entire time, or crickets and roaches like eating your hot dog and beer. Like it's not that loud.
Yeah, just cut out the N-bombs, right? I mean, they're whatever racial slurs they're shouting at you. Just tune that out,
I don't want to go there, but you're not wrong.
I know. Well, so then there was that, which I'm sort of like bullshit, right? And then he talks about Cam and the reason that he wasn't starting him. He's like, oh, we started him because he had some off the field stuff that he got put behind him. It was resolved, and that's the first I had ever heard of any of that, right? I mean, he hadn't talked about anything like that in any of the other games. He said, what if Cam gets hurt? And so he started saying that, and then Cam Brown came up to be part of the press conference, and he was like, I really appreciate Coach giving me the space for my off the field issues, but like that had nothing to do with anything. It's basically what he said. I mean, he didn't say it in so many words, but he was like really nice about it. But he also basically told us all like that's crazy talk. Like that has nothing to do with any of this stuff.
We knew that TJ Finley had off the field issues, but Cam having off the field issues.
No, and that's the thing is like I feel like we might not have heard.
Issues. Hold on. It's not issue. It's things off the field. Things.
All right. Yeah. But I'm like, what? So like, what? What could that possibly be? Also, why haven't we heard about this before? Why weren't you like, oh, he can't start because he's dealing with some stuff? Whatever. Like you could have said that before. If you could say it now, you can say it then. But then to have Cam come out later and be like, no, that's not really a thing.
Nah, that's not us.
I'm like, I have a frustration with Coach that can't be honest with us. That to me is like a big
also,
kind of frustration.
A coach, so I did not watch the press conference, but a coach that anytime puts the blame on anybody but himself, I don't want to hear that crap.
It's
no,
weird.
You're the coach. I don't care if that player has off the field issues or off the field or whatever you said, Tim. I don't care if that happens. That game is on coach. Like no one knows about Brady's win-loss record. They talk about Belichick's win-loss record. You know?
Well, if like Cam had been, like if he's like, man, I've just got a lot on my shoulders right now. Please don't put this game on me, Coach. Like, give it to Finley for a couple games, whatever. Like, I kind of understand how that might happen.
Cut him.
Right.
If a player comes up to me and says, I'm not mentally in this game, I don't want you on my team.
But I don't believe that even happened. So that's my thing. Is I'm reading the tea leaves and being like, it feels a lot like Coach is being dishonest with me, not necessarily with anybody else. And he's doing it in a way that kind of throws his players under the bus. I don't know, man. I don't love that. I don't know. I'm coping with what I want to feel about that because it's not
Yeah.
good.
I just don't even like. My thing is just don't talk about it,
Yeah. Yeah,
right? Like,
exactly. Yeah,
just don't bring it up. Just
right.
it's no reason to. If you're not going to tell us about it, don't bring it up.
Yep.
Nick Saban or Kirby Smart or one of these guys could have players doing lines of coke off of some transsexual penis, whatever, and they're gonna be
Where are
like,
we going?
oh,
It's it's
we have a
good
lot
to
of things.
it's good to be a football player.
We have a lot of things to analyze between in the next week, but we're gonna go back and reassess the fundamentals and see what we got to get going here. And
You said swing.
everyone's playing for their job. Like, yeah,
Said
no,
analyze.
you know
He said
he
job.
had some problems. He had some problems, and we're glad that he's gotten past those problems. And now we're willing to throw him a little fish here and let him get there and play. No, shut up, shut
Yeah.
up.
It does not feel
Cam
good.
Brown we've played 3 quarterbacks in rotation over the course of these past 6 games.
Are we
All right,
done?
7 games, whatever it is now. All right. And Cam Brown was clearly the best quarterback. Don't give me any excuses why you didn't play him. Just play him. Play him and come out there. And what he should have said was, this was not the outcome we wanted, but Cam came in and he played a great game. We've got a lot of things to fix across the board, but full support behind him. And we'll be moving forward with this season, and we're going to get ourselves into a bowl game.
The other good thing is Cam got asked, how does this help your progression to have played an entire game? And he basically was like, it doesn't help at all because every time I wasn't in the game, I was still going to Finley after every play. I was watching every play and I was going to him after every play, talking about what was happening and developing myself regardless of whether I was on the field or not. And I was like, holy crap, perfect answer. Just a great quarterback you want.
Exactly.
Like, so love that guy.
We just fix the rest of it. Offensive line, running game, defense. I don't know. Insert everything here.
So I think of this is a bad coach. It's a fictional coach, but Bud Kilmer in Varsity Blues, and he's a bad coach. He's a horrible coach. I mean, he's actually
He's a bad person.
I guess he's a good coach. He's a bad person. Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
got it right, Ryan. But like, so when Dawson's Creek had to go in, and he was riding his ass the entire time and everything, but when Dawson had to go in,
It's not that kind of movie, fellas.
he like, he wraps his hand around his legs. He's like, I got your back. I believe in you. All right. Yeah. He hated this kid the entire time in practice. He was the dummy-o's quarterback, whatever. But as soon as he needed him, I got your back. No, Del McGee, get Cam's back. Show him the support. Let him know that he is our best foot forward. Or don't start him. Or don't start him.
Or don't start him. Yeah, I think Dell. Like, I'm still willing to give him benefit of the doubt. He's like new coach, right? He's never been a head coach before, and so like having to deal with all that.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Why not?
Well, because he's been a head coach before.
It's
No, his high school days qualify him as a head coach.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's never been a head coach before, and the thing is he's also
Who
never
brings
been an
that
AD before, and he does have to be an
Yes.
AD as well. And so like I just need him to get his head on right, and like I do feel like he could still be the right guy. Like I'm not anti Dell. I think he could be the right guy. He's got to figure some stuff out, and he can. I don't know if he will, but he can. And
Yes, we can.
you know, lying to your fans and talking about your players like that is not gonna be it, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not gonna be the way that this happens. And so it's like learn the lesson, adjust, and figure out the way forward, but like be there for your players and like we're your fans who love you and want to be here for you. So like don't do that to us either. That's it.
Tim, you seem like you had a big reaction to what Ryan was saying there.
Well, we're in a very lovingly mood, right? We got the trans something coke penis. I don't know. No, I was just gonna say, like, well, let's look at it this way. Cam still has eligibility next year, correct?
Yeah, I
I
think it's
think
another
so.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, okay, if the season doesn't go the way we want to, but Cam is starting the rest of the games and is building that confidence and building repetitions and everything. I mean, are you guys satisfied with McGee? You give him a third year? Do you want to? If this goes 1-7, 2-10, do you keep him? There's a lot of noise there.
Obviously, what we say has no bearing on anything. But
Oh, yes, it does. Of course, it
I don't
does.
think Cobb makes a move.
Nah, he shouldn't.
We already believe that Cobb is retiring or moving on um, from Georgia State after this season's over. If he fires McGee, that means he has to go through the effort of hiring somebody.
That's a lot of work, man. No one wants to do
Why does
that.
he want to do that? He can what is Cobb's like 350 450 a year in salary to sit there and make sure that we don't have a space to tailgate in? Like that's his job right now. As long as the state of Atlanta can't tailgate where they've been tailgating forever, like my salary is taken care of right there. Why would he fire anybody? Hell, we just got news today that maybe we have. We'll talk about it later, but maybe we have another game scheduled for next year, and like there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on
There
over
are press
there.
conference. That's being released, and there's no press release from the school. It's insane that we're finding out through all these other channels. We'll talk about it, I'm sure.
We'll
But
talk about. But I just I don't
Either school
I
at
don't
that point.
I think we can talk about whether or not you think Del McGee should be let go already or not, which I think was your actual question, Tim. And I
Yes.
apologize for hijacking it. I just don't think it matters. I don't think it's happening. So it's an irrelevant. I'm not demeaning what you're saying, Tim.
well,
It's the
he's not
appropriate
saying it.
question
He
to
just
ask.
asked a question.
I just
Can I ask a question?
I think it's a fair question. My response is doesn't effing matter because it's
Yeah.
not
It just seems to
happening.
be. It seems to be a hot topic with the fans, right? Like
Yeah.
some people are saying, "Hey, it's time to cut ties. He's not the guy." My perspective is, look, this is a season and a half. We're not even through the season yet, so we're not even really to a full season of Dell. And I give him a pass for last year mostly. I think you got to give him one more year, and if it's just this bad, okay, fine. But
I
he's
think
got time to fix things. Maybe not this year, but probably more so next year.
As
Go ahead, Brad.
I think Coach McGee's superpower is recruiting. Like that's what he's really that's his bread and butter. That's what he's really good at. And everybody kind of knows that like your recruiting class for last year is not gonna tell you what this year's results are gonna be. Like that's
Mhm.
just never the case, right? So if you give him a little bit of runway and you see what ends up happening with that, and I understand we're in NIL land, so recruiting is very short term and is different even. But I
Year to
think you
year.
still got to give him a little bit of runway, and you got to say, "Look, did you did you do the thing?" And your superpower is this recruiting thing, and that requires the momentum. Then you don't lay him off after year 2, right? You just can't do it. And so year 3, we start really looking into it and being like, "Look, what does this team look like right now? Are they able to do what you want to do? If not, now we have to really start questioning this and he's on the hot seat at that point, right? So I think you let him through. But then again, to your point, David, you can't lay the guy off and then have somebody who's a lame duck hire the replacement. That's not good for the program. So you almost want him to finish the season regardless of what your feelings are here because the replacement's not going to be good if you replace him now.
Despite my tirade that I just went on, I do not think that you should fire Del McGee right now.
No.
I still believe that for better or worse, like you said, both of you guys said, he deserves he deserves a full 2 seasons. You know,
Mm-hmm.
That won't happen until next year.
depends on how I consider a season actually playing
The
football,
games. Yeah.
not the whole recruiting part of the whole thing. But we had these awesome recruiting classes. Best recruiting class in Sun Belt, I think it was like third
Yeah.
or maybe a fourth
85th
best
or
recruiting
something.
class in
Yep.
the G5, whatever it is now. So I like the guy. I like his pedigree. I like everything about him. I don't like how the season's going. This South
I hope
Bama
not.
game is going to be kind of telling. Oh man, I don't know if I want to ask this now or if I want to save it for later. But Tim, you had a bold question that you put in our group. You put in our group chat. You went so far as this is not even a Del McGee thing. You went so far as to say, should we even have football? Should we even have football at Georgia State? That was your question.
Do we deserve it?
And I kind of gave you a little. I kind of blew you off a little bit on it.
Whoa, hey now.
And not in that way. Not the fun way.
It was terrible.
But man, you put it out there. You put it out there. You think that you think a serious conversation should be had about whether or not Georgia State should even have football. Is that your premise?
I think we have our fan base has a very cyclical nature to it. So we get into these ruts where we lose a bunch of games, we lose the TDS, and then I feel like a couple people in the fan base start clamoring for like, what are we even doing here? Why do we have this? Just shut it down. Put all the money in basketball or, beach volleyball. And so that's why I posted it, because I saw 2 different fans post about that, and I heard about it from someone else at the tailgate from a prior home game. I just don't like hearing it. Like, do you know how much money the university has invested into football? I mean, granted, we haven't invested enough money or done things the right way to actually build the fan base. $67. I mean, the stadium's expensive. Come on, like the whole thing start to finish. It's expensive to run a college football program. I just think it's the wrong move for us to even contemplate doing that. Like there's a rational part of our fan base that thinks we're going to be an SEC power or Big 12 or Big 10 power. I don't know if we'll ever get there. Could we? Of course we could. Should we expect it? I don't think we should expect it. We should probably think about 20K fans, make that a target. Like,
I just want to start beating our conference opponents year in and year out. You know what I mean? Like, I want to start being in the top half of our conference. Like, that's really where we're at right now. Is that should be the goal? Is not even conference champion, like Coach McGee's saying. I know why you'd say that, but like top half. And because we're always bottom half, we're bottom 3 every year. Like
So a question for you guys.
Sure.
You see a ranking of some sort of something, and it's like a power ranking, all FBS teams. It's a I don't know, best win per whatever. How many times do you see these rankings come out and you just scroll all the way to the bottom and then start scrolling up to see when you find Georgia State? And typically it's on page like the second from the bottom. Like we're like 109 out of 134. Whatever. I have no idea how many teams there are anymore.
It's a little higher, yeah.
Like Georgia, that's what I do anytime there's anything. And I don't care if it's all FBS teams or if it's just all Sun Belt teams. And it honestly doesn't matter what sport it is.
You could usually
always
scroll
look at the
50.
bottom and I count up, and I'm tired of counting up. I want to go and look, and I want to see us top 5 or at least in the competitive area. And Ryan, like you said, I don't want to be competing for Sunbelt championships. I want to be the team that's in the discussion preseason for being that G6 representative, just like a Boise State was, just
Memphis. Memphis this year.
Memphis still got beat by UAB. Go UAB.
Yeah. UCF is now Big 12, but they were a team that was in those discussions all the time about
Cincinnati.
No, they're claiming that national championship. That's what I want to be. If we are going to be relegated to a group of whatever conference, I want to be that team. And there's no reason why a team from Atlanta should not be that team that's competing at the highest level of our group of crap conferences.
Hey, I gotta say one thing. At least we're not Conference USA. There are 4 teams playing tonight. 4.
Isn't Kennesaw playing tonight?
They are playing tonight. Yes.
How are they doing?
They're playing us in Conference USA. They're playing FIU. They're beating them. I mean, FAU's not very good.
Dude, we have Kennesaw State week 2 next year, and I don't like that game at all. We're up there for whatever reason. We're playing there first. Because thanks, Charlie Cobb. I don't like that game at all. I hate that game next year.
But it just shows you could reverse a program. Wasn't Kennesaw last year horrible, like really bad? And they're coming out okay now.
Is
This
that
year.
a home and home or a 2-for-1?
Home and home.
You should have got a 2-for-1 out of that one.
No, we're peers, man. We're peers
No,
with
we're not.
Kennesaw State.
No, we're
Conference
not.
USA and Sun Belt Love Fest.
We're not, and that is a Charlie Cobb failure.
Can you imagine though if we're playing Tuesday nights though? Ugh.
Pretty much every home and home we've had has gone the wrong way. Like, I think that we should get
The Tech one was good, except for I actually think that
Except they cancel.
no, what they ended up doing was so we can talk about this, but like the going rate for us for a P4 program is north of $1 million, right? It's like
Give or take.
1.25, $1.5 million, something like that is what a G5 program is paid to go to a P4 program. And what we did was this home and home with a cancellation fee of about $1 million. And they just took that. So basically they paid us $1 million less, about $250,000 less than they would have paid us if we just went and did a home game with them. And they just canceled it. And so now we just went there for $1 million instead of $1.5 million, $1.4 million, whatever we could have done. They got a discount.
Should have made it a $2 million cancel.
Make the cancellation worse than the actual fee to play us as a home game. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they're an engineering school, not an accounting school, so I don't know how they figured that out. But they're still playing.
Difficult. It's not hard math.
But here's what I don't understand, Ryan. So it was next year we're playing, right?
Yeah.
Next year we're supposed to play him. Yeah.
Yep.
They have other games they could have canceled. Like, they could have canceled Mercer. Actually, I guess they have Colorado and Tennessee. I guess those are probably better draws. But
who are their ways?
I think they replaced us with
they
Tennessee.
don't have an away. Their away out of conference next year is Georgia.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they replaced us with Tennessee.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think is it a Mercedes-Benz game too?
But maybe that actually would make they made bank on that then probably. But I also think our state should like not enforce but celebrate. Should encourage and like I really think the city of Atlanta should have embraced the game that we had and done some kind of sponsorship and done some sort of like event and done some sort of like public whatever support of like the two hometown teams playing each other.
It's better for the city. The better your university sports programs are, the better it is for the city. Like, let's theorize, what if Georgia State was like a Boise State, where we didn't just win our conference, we were beating our conference mates by 30, 40 points every single game. We were beating P3, whatever the hell they have. We were beating those teams, whatever. Man, what does that revenue for the city look like for people that are flying in from all these other programs to come down and stay in Atlanta? Because they're not doing day trips; they're making it a weekend out of it. It's better for Atlanta if Georgia State is successful in any sport. And in the South, obviously, football is where it's at.
Baby. Yeah.
How we've not, like, why the mayor was not at that Georgia State game last year. He may have been, I have no idea. But why the mayor was not
He's a Georgia State guy, I think,
pimping out that game last year and wanting this game to happen next year makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. We're protecting Georgia and Georgia Tech. They don't need any protection. Well, Georgia needs driving exams and stuff, but so all right.
Racing licenses.
We have a game. We have a game on Thursday.
Thursday night.
South Alabama coming to Atlanta. I've already berated how horrible their mascot is.
The Jaguar.
They suck. They're 6.5 point favorites. They're last place team in the West. We're last place team in the East. It's Ryan's bachelor party.
Do you agree with the line?
It seems high.
It seems high. We just played TDS. I know they beat us they scored 21 straight in the fourth, and we fell apart. But I don't know. I just think I think it's gonna be closer than the line. I think we win. Just saying it.
If Cam starts and
Calling
he
it.
plays the entire if Cam starts and he plays the entire game, we win this game.
And if our
Yeah.
defense decides to,
and,
Play defense.
we don't have penalties all day long.
We can't
Wait,
have 15.
and is the game 4 quarters long or 3 quarters long?
Well, Ryan, it's your bachelor party. How many quarters of the game are you
Yeah,
gonna
it
remember?
depends on how
Well, I
many
know how
quarters
many
you're gonna-
quarters it is for me. I got that.
One.
But that's not what's important, you know. I'll look back and be like, oh shit, what happened? Just like I did this time from home. We didn't even do a watch party or anything. I didn't even. To me, I was like, I looked back at that and was like, the fourth quarter they outscored us 21-0, and we were winning. I don't remember feeling like we were winning at any point in that game. And I'm just like, I was like, what? How drunk was I?
Apparently very.
We were all
it was-
messaging. That was a pretty well. You know, we had no watch party, but we had a very active group chat going on.
No, but I
group
felt
chat was
I felt like we were losing that entire game, whether we were winning or not. I felt like we were losing.
No, I it was a competitive game. The first 3 quarters were a competitive game.
Didn't feel like that to me.
Weird stat for them though is they apparently have outscored their opponents in the fourth, like some $1 million points to 3.
But
something
a lot of
happens
that
in the
was
fourth
garbage
quarter
points for them because they were losing those games, and so because what they had what 2 wins going into that game, both out of conference, neither won a Sun Belt game.
So what do you want?
But we against an FCS team that we
Someone has to
struggled with
win.
for the first half of the game. What time are we getting down to the tailgate on Thursday? I have the day off.
Well, so we did find out Blue Lot and the deck are open all damn day for free.
Well, so the free part was new information, but like an idiot, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that school's in session. So of course, Blue Lot's open at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. But it's free.
Blue Lot and Communicate the box, the deck are open as soon as they open it for school on a Thursday. So in Macon Park, we can go there, and then there's Sports Center. Sports Center Live is taking place at
What is that? Explain.
Unity Park. Is it? I have no idea where Unity Park
Where's that? Is that the park with the fountain in it? It must be, right?
I thought it was Woodruff for that fountain.
Hurt has a fountain.
It's on campus.
They're
not on the academic side of campus, not the athletic side of campus.
You got me curious. Where the fuck is this park?
But
Unity Plaza.
Maybe Unity Plaza is what it is. But I think
I'm honestly not super interested in like going somewhere else. But whatever other people want to do. What is that at 2 o'clock?
We can meander. It's like I think it's at 2 or 3 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Why are they here?
Ryan, Thursday is your special day. Friday is Denver's special day. So I will do whatever you want on Thursday, and then I'll do whatever I'm commanded to do on Friday.
I don't mind. I don't want to work too hard on Thursday. I just but I was thinking probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock would make sense.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, and we'll if we need to set up outside the fence, that's what we'll do.
Do you want to go to like you want to go to Hero Donuts, grab some donuts, and just like walk over with a case of beer and just sit out front of a
or the breakfast taco spot.
Well, no, it'll be open.
Taco spot.
Because all the athletics offices are open. Like Stromdahl's got to go to work. They have to open the gates to let him in.
We can just put a boombox on our shoulders and wear trench coats and like talk to him, like
say anything.
Say anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. We can just to our athletic program. We love you. Come back.
Do we know when
we should do a GSU crawl. We should literally just day drink throughout all of GSU campus. Maybe we, I don't know, start in Summerhill and make our way go up through campus in Adderhold and Langdale and Library South and North and classroom crap, and just kind of walk around and just day drink and try to keep from getting in jail.
I think that sounds like an idea. I did figure out finally after all of your discussion where Unity Plaza is.
Oh, where is it?
It's where the Panther statue is in front of the student center building.
In front of the student center. Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't
Right on.
exist when I went to school originally.
That took forever though.
That statue wasn't there when you were a student, David?
The Panther?
I don't think that building was there. I think that was a parking lot when I originally
That's
started.
funny. When I started there, they talked about how that was like a tradition where like new students would come out and touch his nose or whatever, and like it must not have been
I
because
thought it was lick his nose. I'm just kidding.
you weren't much further ahead of me, so like it's funny they were like, oh, we're just gonna call this a tradition.
It may have been, but that's
No, it
I don't
was
think
pretty new building.
that
It's a pretty
wasn't
new
there.
building when I was
That
there.
wasn't there. That was no that building was definitely not there
Yeah.
when I first started college.
Yeah.
First started.
I took so
Alright.
many naps in that building. It just
Those are nice chairs.
whew, yeah,
you
good
could
shit.
easily
You
go
put
to
two
sleep.
together and just like curl up. Mm-hmm. It was a good one.
Then people look at you like, I want that chair.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. I was asleep.
Do we know when you can park on the bricks, or is it just like
On the
No,
bricks, it's going to be a
I
little
don't know on the
later, but
bricks.
blue lot free all day.
yeah? I know it's Tuesday, so it's probably too soon to tell us when things happen, right?
You know, we have to wait until about 3:30 on Thursday.
Wednesday
such
night
horseshit.
at 10 p.m.
Like some people, I know it's crazy, but like if you wanted to plan for the tailgate, and I think the most successful tailgates don't have any plan whatsoever. So, maybe I'm out of line here, but like
We're good then for this
it'd be
one.
really nice to have like the time that you're allowed to be inside where you're tailgating.
How many people do you think show up for this tailgate, let alone the game?
All our people
Ooh.
will.
I
Well,
mean, the core group will.
That's the thing. Our people show up every freaking game. I almost cussed again, but they show up all the damn time. And you want to go to war with us? I don't understand. We're gonna keep bringing people.
They're like, yeah, we can f with these guys all day long, but they're
They're
still
gonna
going to
keep
show
bringing
up.
people. Yeah, exactly.
And when just that, go ahead.
They're so dedicated that they hate us so much they'll just go back to college to pay a crap ton of money and get student tickets to get in there instead of giving athletic dollars.
They figured out like that we will make them successful just to spite them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and when you finally build that baseball stadium, we're gonna tailgate there too.
Damn right.
You're just gonna keep giving us places to tailgate.
Honestly, what I want to do, I don't even want to. First game, we go tailgate out there and we go to the game. Like, dude, let's go up to the top level and
watch
the magnolia magnolia trees, drink and look over and watch it out there in a deep center field. That's gonna be my spot right there. They need to get some porta potties out there, which they will never do. But
Porta potties for the kiddos, but not for us. That's what the magnolias are for.
Trees. I do like the magnolias, but I like that spot they have on the imagery just at the outfield wall that shows grass.
Yeah, I know, but you can bring coolers out, unless they have like an open cooler policy at the baseball stadium. In which case, I'll go in there all the time.
They're gonna come up there and be like, "Excuse me, you need to leave. This is an open container."
Wouldn't be the first time I've been told that. All right,
no sir.
So yeah, last week saw this game. We'll see what the hell happens. Big news that came out today. They actually put it out, information out today. Well, Georgia State didn't put it out, but it got rumored out and it got ran with. Central Florida. They replaced the Tech game with Central Florida.
Love it.
We've talked about that. That's a matchup we
made
wanted.
that happen. Yeah,
that's a good one.
We actually gave them the idea. We talked about playing UCF. We should. So
yeah. So they UMass had to cancel their game because with UMass joining the MAC, they got to scrub a bunch of their they didn't have a conference schedule, so they had to scrub a bunch of games. So they moved this game back from 26 to 29, which opened it up for us. I love it. I think it's great. I did say, I put on Twitter that I thought this was an easy sell to get families to go down to an away game because Orlando, all the theme parks, all Disney, all that kind of stuff. And I told my wife about it, and she was like, "No,
we ain't doing that."
Damn, that was fast.
I was like, I told her, I was like, September 19th, 2026. Do you want to do a Disney trip that we can't go to Disney on a Saturday? And she's like, what's Georgia State doing? I'm like, playing a football game on Saturday.
So Disney on Sunday. Got it. Or
I
you
mean,
know what? You know what, babe? You go to Disney. I'll go to the Georgia State game.
You take the 3 children to Disney while I go get splashed.
You could bring one or two
I
of the
mean,
kids.
I say we all go down there on Thursday, drink around the world on Friday, then game on Saturday.
Dude, I am so in, Tim. I am
I
so in.
might be in.
I like a group drink around the world at Epcot. I love it. Sounds
feel
like
good
the
about
most
this.
amazing idea.
We need to have a State of Atlanta drink around the world pub crawl on that Thursday night. Tim, brilliant idea. Hats off to you. Game ball for this episode goes to you.
All right.
The best idea ever in my entire life. I'm in.
We have a ton of time to plan. Let's just get it.
And we will not speak about this
Until
until September
1st.
17th next year.
Do we need to rent a bus for this and see if we have a buddy who can drive it?
I think we could figure something out to just rent a bus to go to Orlando.
Does that monorail
Yeah,
run to
Orlando's not
Atlanta
that
yet?
bad. What?
Does that monorail run from Orlando to Atlanta? Because that'd be
There's
really
no
convenient.
There's no what is that monorail? There's
Remember
no,
they're building one?
The goofy
No, I don't
monorail that
remember.
goes out to all the that goofy one goes to the furthest out. Does it make it to Atlanta
Right.
yet?
But
Not
you mean the
yet.
Disney ones?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's not. No,
Can I use my MARTA card? Does it
No.
connect? Is there a connection station there somewhere?
no. There's even there's a
imagine?
toll
Could
highway to
you im-
Orlando.
Could you imagine if they had a train, like a high-speed train that went from Atlanta to Orlando? How many times our
That'd be
significant others would
insane.
make us go to Disney? My God, that'd be miserable.
I know people who listen to this podcast who probably just got wet when you said that.
Whoa.
The first podcast I was ever on was a Disney podcast.
That's a weird
I was
fun
more
fact.
talking about the mass transportation, not the.
I know the biker and mass transit people are like,
Yeah, let's talk
monorail
about
from Atlanta.
let's talk
to
about high
Disney.
speed Atlanta to Orlando. Oh yeah. I went from wet to Macho Man Randy Savage, and you know,
All right,
that's fine.
so
I
back
imagine
to-
he was
all
wet
right.
the whole time.
All right, back to the game. Back to the game. $1.25 million. A
Jeez.
team that we used to share a conference with is
So
paying
weird.
us to come
So
play
weird.
football.
So-
$1.25 million.
And that's what I was sort of alluding to, and I didn't want to say because we didn't get here yet. With like Tech paying us $1 million to cancel a game, UCF is paying us $1.25 million to play a game. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
can we,
Central Florida. This was a team that was like making up national championships a few years ago. They were losing all of their games a season before that.
Yeah, they're us.
And now they're
I wish. I hope.
Big 12. I mean, Big 12 is arguably the worst of the P4 conferences. It's either them or ACC. It's probably them. But they have that Big 12 money now, and they can toss $1.25 million out to the likes of Georgia State to come down there, and we'll probably get just slaughtered, right?
I don't know.
we should, but you never
Next
know.
year.
They're a very up and down team.
How are
They're
they
not
doing this
always
year?
Consistent. They're on the up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's,
like-
that's been our
I
problem,
like
right?
the schedule.
They'll be on the up just because we're playing them, right? Because like that's like our whole out of conference. All
works.
of a sudden,
No, I like-
everyone.
I like the schedule. I like this. This is
Yeah.
a game we've all talked about is playing UCF. Now, I would have liked a home and home. I'd like to get him back here in Atlanta. I think that'd be good for the program. That fan base will come up here. They'll take the monorail up, and I think it'd be a good game. But no, I'll take that. I think there's
1.25 mil. I'll
Temple-
take it.
I think there's a Temple game that maybe
Okay.
the other one, which sounds like we're probably going to only have 5 home games next season, not
That
6.
will not be good. That will be. I mean, I
And
guess if
do
our lame
you-
duck is gone, then it's his fault that happens.
I guarantee you your season ticket price will not change at all.
No. Nope.
So
I was trying
No.
to figure out.
I like the schedule. We exchanged a bunch of nerds for a bunch of rocket scientists. So it seems
Sounds like nerds.
I was trying to figure out their history of when they've played in the conference with us.
Do you,
A-Sun, right?
Here's a great idea. Great idea. A light bulb, boom, went off. All right. So when I made a comment about them being rocket scientists because UCF was basically started because NASA wanted to have a local college for rocket scientists, right? And they had some weird cosmonaut like mascot or some like astronaut thing or whatever it was. We should do a throwback that gate because we play in the same conference together. We back then we should do a throwback uniforms. We should bring the Chester cheetah. Right.
I was wondering how far back you'd go. Like, do we do
I was
Irby?
saying go get their old logo during the time we were in the conference with them. And well, I was actually saying you, David, should make shirts like that.
But yeah, okay. like the us versus them, but it's like our whatever our logo cheetah was versus whatever their logo was.
Get the old school logos against each other.
I'm looking it up right now.
Awesome idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to be reminded of this because
Drink Around the World T-shirts. What's next?
Dude, this is gonna be the best trip ever.
I'm actually pretty excited about UCF. I like it. I think it'll be a fun trip.
I could be in. I'm supposed to go to Australia at some point between now and then, but
ooh,
they have Australia at Drinks Around the World, so
yeah, you could just go there.
Do they have Do they?
Sure.
It's Australian for beer.
Go to Australia and ask for a Foster's, see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, you fucking Yankee, whatever they call
Most of the time, they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh God, sorry.
Yeah, I did. Well, I led you into it, so it's all me. It's all me.
Most of the time, they're like, "What?" It's not as funny to them as it is to you.
I think it's hilarious. That they try to bury the A-Sun membership.
What's the Citronauts? That's what they were called. The Citronauts. The citrus of Florida and the knots. They were called this. Oh man, just.
I love that logo. The logo that is in my brain because it's an astronaut with like citrus head. Like I love it. I love every bit of this.
A big orange over his head instead of an astronaut helmet.
Yeah, I love it.
Like Monica from Friends with a turkey on her head.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, okay.
You've seen Friends before, right?
I have, and I know Monica too, but man, I just try to tune her out.
Who was the hottest Friends? Sorry, other than Chandler.
Rachel.
Phoebe. No. I mean, Rachel.
Phoebe, no.
Phoebe,
Rachel's
really?
hot.
Like if you're just looking at pictures, of them, it's Rachel. But but if you introduce personality, it's Phoebe.
Oh no. You know what, Brian? You're a Phoebe guy. I get that.
I am.
I get that.
I am.
You're a Phoebe guy.
I'm here for it.
No, I guess the entire world was a Rachel person.
Yeah, everyone wants to bang Rachel.
I think I was a Monica guy.
Monica's really hot. Monica's real hot.
Monica's bossy. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
yeah, she's got some
already
issues.
attracted to the bossy type. We've established that already.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right.
We digress way off.
Where are we at? We're already at an hour.
We're connecting to our fans.
Yes.
We played football, whatever. Basketball.
We played football. Got it.
We tried to play football.
So we had the exhibition game against Georgia on Wednesday. I did not get to go. I was in class. It sounds like it was a good time. It was a good turnout by the students, by the fan base, and the game got a little lopsided early, but got close at the end. It was like, what, a 65-61 loss or something like that?
We had every chance to tie the game, take the lead. No, we just Georgia Stated the whole thing at the end, but it was good. It was a fun game. It was a practice game.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Georgia they always had a starter in throughout the game. They never had just like the second team in or whatever. But when it started to get close, you started seeing subs coming back in of the starters. But then we were still making a comeback somehow because I think the team actually got a little bit of confidence in them that, oh, we can play basketball. This isn't like insanely too hard.
Tim, did you see that that social media post that Coach Hayes put out today about the season's getting started and everything? Basically, he was like, "You guys showed up for the exhibition game against Georgia. We need you to show up all season." I mean, I think Coach Hayes was kind of like, "Oh crap, we do actually have fans here if we play people that matter and can be competitive in these games.
I like
Did
seeing.
Coach Hayes see the schedule though? It's not
Oh,
very
he made it.
exciting.
He made it. He made that schedule.
I liked seeing the Georgia coach, his comments too, were like really nice about like the fan showing out, and he said
So
like you guys are gonna
patronizing.
have
Come
like a
on, Ryan.
no, he definitely said
They
he
were
said
so patient. Oh, you got a
you
cute
just said
little
the same
program
thing.
there.
What do you mean? You just said the same exact thing. Why? How is it
No,
patronizing?
I was talking down about Coach Hayes because he
No,
acts
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
oh no, I think the Georgia I think the Georgia coach was being patronizing about it. You got a cute
So
little
you
stadium
think that our
here.
home field, like our fans were good, but then when he says it was good, it was patronizing?
No, not that he said it was good that I think it's patron. I think he was just being like, cute little stadium you guys got there. You got a little fan base. Oh, how cute for you. So nice. So
Well,
cute
was
for
it good
you.
or not then? I don't understand.
Oh, I love that we actually had, I mean, I wasn't there, but I love the fact that we had people that came out of the game. But I don't think that he was really liking it. I think he was talking down about it. Look at that. You guys had fans that come out. Yay for you.
You're still muted.
And you're still muted too.
No, I don't think it was a negative comment or patronizing or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
didn't
think
think.
he knew what he was walking into. He's probably heard and seen images. I think he's actually surprised about how loud our students and our fans got just in the lower bowl for the most part. I mean, there were some people in the upper deck.
It's cool that you could even comment on them though, because traditionally they're not up there at all.
No, there was people up there.
That's cool.
And in the upper deck on one of the baselines too. Yeah, no, I think his comments were legit. He was probably surprised about how loud and passionate the fans were. That arena does carry sound really well in that lower bowl somehow. So yeah, it was a good the overall start to finish good experience, great game.
I just think it's a little weird to like comment about how good the crowd was, and then if he commented, then it's like it was patronizing. That's I don't there's just like a disconnect there for me. Like I'm not
That's
sure I
fair.
understand.
That's
But
fair. No,
I
that's
feel
fair.
like if our fans showed up, because they haven't for the last like 2 years that I've been going to these games, like we really just have not had the same home field advantage that we've had in previous years that I've been there, where it's been like everyone gets into it. We get on our feet, we get like popping, like it gets exciting, and that really has not happened in like 2 years probably.
That that sports arena, as bad as the sports arena was,
It was bad.
man, when the Panthers were playing their game, there was nothing more electric than that. It was fantastic.
Mhm.
It was great. And when you got RJ looking up, taunting the Trash Down South fans,
That
like
was
looking
amazing.
looking them right in the eyes and everything, man.
If they were shit talking, he'd like look at them and just be like, "Score 3, 3, 3." Like just stare at them while he scores his 3.
Head completely to the side while he's shooting the other
Gorgeous.
direction.
Beautiful. He's a scrawny, weird-looking dude. Fucking beautiful. Oh god, third time.
You've been dropping them, man. You've been dropping them. It's like your special week or something like that, dude.
I've been drinking for a while today. I worked from
But it'll-
home. I worked from home today to work on the wedding.
As
You
long
mean
as
you
it's
worked your full job and then
Yeah.
worked on the wedding? Got it.
Well, Ryan,
No.
if I can give you one bit of wedding day advice, and I know you don't need any of it, and you've probably heard more than you want to from it, is anything that goes wrong, only
okay.
you and Denver will know. Everybody else thinks it's the way it was planned.
That's more for her than me, but yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to explain that to her, but
Yeah,
we'll get
yeah.
there.
We had several things that went wrong on our wedding day, and that was the advice given
I
to
had
me.
no
And
idea.
I'm like, that's
Who cares?
we forgot to put we assigned seats for our wedding, and then it did not put a seating chart out at our wedding.
All I remember are the mascots,
Overrated.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were great.
Mascots were great. Mascots
They
were
were
great.
great. Yeah.
And thank God we got married before Blooper existed, because
Oof,
I would
that
have
would've
not
been
invited
weird.
him.
Well, you
So,
didn't want the Phillies mascot there in Braves colors.
Exactly. Well, it's
So
like Homer Simpson and Philly's wild offspring is what Blooper is, and it's not anything that I would rather the Braves have a mascot that is a legit ripoff of the Mets, Mr. Met, which is what Homer the Brave is.
well, yours was the
th-
baseball head guy, right? It wasn't
yeah,
Knock a
that's
Homer, but it was
Homer the Brave. Yeah, yeah.
the
Now,
yeah.
now, if I could have been completely racially insensitive, I would have gone with Chief Nakahoma a
Yeah.
1,000 times over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't do that anymore.
Well, you could have,
No,
but not through that.
But that would have cost more money.
You had to go to like Cheshire Bridge
It was
and find somebody willing to do it.
The most expensive mascot we had for our wedding was Freddie the Falcon. He was like $200 or $300. Georgia State and Braves like $100 a piece. It was like cheap.
Nice, hell yeah.
I think Georgia State was actually more expensive than Braves.
That would check out to me.
Yeah.
The Braves know how to do like just hire an army of interns and have an army of suits.
Dude, the Braves mascot guy was like older than I am now, and I got married 10 years ago. He was old as dirt. But all right, basketball. We've been going on forever here. Basketball, X's game. When's our next game? It's like next. Is it next week now? And then when the preseason rankings came out, we're not last, guys. We're just outside of the playoffs, but we're not last.
Bottom three, right? Bottom three.
Yeah. It's
weird
right. Though if you look at it though, so they have James Madison as the first place team with one first place vote. It's the first place team with one first place vote. And then Arkansas State and South Bama are 2 and 3 with 3 and 4 first place votes. I guess James Madison got
ask you more powerful vote.
James Madison must have gotten like all the second place votes out of everybody.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. But Louisiana Lafayette's got a first place vote, and they came in 9 in the poll.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that's their head coach.
The thing is I don't think we deserve any respect in it. You know what I mean? Like,
the bottom 3 were 11.
Right? Yeah, I don't hate where we're at. I want us to end up. I expect us to end up better than that, but I'm not mad about like a preseason coaches poll putting us at the bottom.
Should we be last?
Can't be.
Wait. Should we? You want us to be last?
I mean, want us to be last.
Well, I mean, so bottom 3 to me.
You're all the same.
Who gives a shit, right? Yeah, exactly. Like it is what it is.
We are. There is the team above us. The first team above us is trash.
Okay, now you just took it up a notch. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Does that change anything?
Hey, no. The thing is we have to play better to get better respect. You know what I mean? Like the thing is like that's where we're at. I'm not mad at it.
But what I'm saying is like if trash was like a top 5 team and we're down at 11, it's but then you see trash as 10 and we're 11, I'm like, well, we should be better than them.
Well, this poll is flawed.
But I'm more mad at us for not being good enough to be considered better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at. I'm like, oh man, as an honest fan, shit, this sucks. This is like the worst case scenario.
This is garbage.
But do better, coach.
There's 14 teams in the Sun Belt Conference, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 got at least one first place vote. More teams than half got at least one first place vote in the preseason rankings. No one has any idea what this basketball conference is going to look like this season. Nobody does.
I have a feeling, just like football, college basketball is becoming extremely parity. Like, it's going to be hard for teams to excel. There's going to be kids transferring in and out. You can't build a player over a couple of years, because if you do, after year 1, well, they're going somewhere else. Like, it's going to be tough.
I think we're in a weird period right now, and we'll get to more of a level playing field over the course of the next few years. But yeah, it's all crazy right now. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Hey, you guys
basketball's always been like one good player makes a big difference, right? Like, so like you just have one standout guy, even if he's brand new, doesn't have any time on the team or anything like that, then like he can bring you places that you've never been before. But like, I don't know, basketball is like this weird anomaly.
Which is definitely an anomaly for you because you're a big you're the big guy about one player does not make a team. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. It takes
Well,
everybody to do everything.
It's not even true of basketball, though. I mean, yeah, it can be true. It can be true of basketball, but it can also be true in basketball that one play. You can have one guy who really just even elevates the whole team. Like I mean,
Like
go
RJ
look at,
Hunter.
well, I mean, like an example that everybody knows about, Jordan, right? Like Jordan on the Bulls. You talk about those other players, and yeah, they were good. They were good. They were like, no doubt in my mind, they were good, but they weren't like upper echelon. They weren't like where Jordan was, right? But
Right.
Jordan
Oh yeah.
elevated every single person on that team, and he was the game changer. Like without Jordan, that team wasn't doing the things that it was doing.
Yeah.
That's it.
For sure.
You know, I mean, like basketball is just a different kind of game.
It is. Well, new faces on the court. I couldn't really recognize much of anything.
We'll see how it goes. All right, guys,
I need a
the
drink.
hose. So and Tim's here. So let's go ahead and roll to last call. Tim, take us out of here, and we'll do last call.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. We're going to take a quick break here. Head over to last call. Dave's going to go pee. I'm going to get a drink. Maybe go pee too. We'll see.
Like a racehorse.
Like a racehorse. If you like what you heard or you didn't, we don't really care. Honestly, we don't. Join our Patreon anyway at patreon.com/State of Atlanta. They get live access to last call, group discounts on merch, which we just talked about. Amazing merch upcoming for the next year. So David, no pressure. Group chat action, which is always lively, especially during the TDS game this week, and booze at our tailgates. $5 is all it takes to support the show. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.